Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about Tana Mongeau. So I want to address things that have happened in the past 2 years. So things that have happened in the recent past, okay? And I realize that 2 years ago she was 18, and a lot of people are going to use that as an excuse for like, she's young, she doesn't know what she's doing. But I don't really buy that, so there's that. So, I'm going to give you a timeline of things happening since April 2016. So, let's start with April 2016. At that point, she films a guy who's like captioned a dead guy, but then it was her and Shannon Rose. And Shannon Rose still has the video up, whereas Tana does not, and she links Tana's video in the description, but that link is dead because Tana deleted it, allegedly. And so they find this dead guy, quote unquote dead guy, and Shannon puts it under the light of like, we helped save a dead guy, and Tana puts it under the light of like, we found a corpse like on my day off. Can you imagine? How offensive is that? I have one day off and there's a corpse. So that happened.
We were like filming the whole thing. I'm going to insert all of that right now. And I was originally just going to include all of those clips in a vlog, and then I was like, live footage story time, live footage story time. Standing there after all of this happened, like this would only happen to us. Only we would like want to have a nice beach day and then have to like save a dead guy. Talking about how like people always think that our stories are fake or that our lives can't be this crazy or blah blah blah, and we literally have one day together to do something fun and have free time, and like we literally like find a dead man and have him like taken away, and it was so fucking weird.
After that, we're gonna hop directly on to December 2017. So I made a video myself in December 2017 about this, and this is when Tana was driving high and fucking crashed her car, and she actually uploaded a video incriminating herself. So in my video, I include the footage that is now, I believe, deleted. So this is the footage.
Yeah, thank you, Tana. 5 stars. Woo!
Which side of the road? Do I go on the right one?
Right. Oh my god. She just said, what side of the road do I fucking drive on? Tana, I hope you're high and zanned out right now, please no.
Why does everyone think I would drive a car on Xanax?
Because you are. Why would everybody think that?
I like your dogs.
Yeah, she's definitely on Xanax. No, she has no idea how to drive. Helen, do you see that stop sign up there? Helen! Let's make her more nervous. Stop! It's a stop sign, Helen!
On a complete side note, please no one put this in anything. I'm so high that I can't feel the car moving. Sometimes it's moving. But anyways. I crashed the car. I crashed the car while we were driving.
Moving on, TanaCon happens. Now, I don't want to give too much background on TanaCon because I think that if you're watching this, you probably know what happened. But essentially, Tana tried to throw a convention with this guy called Michael Weist, who owns a company called Good Times. And Michael drops the ball immensely, but as much as he is to blame, I don't think Tana here is blameless. Apparently, some people still don't have their refunds. The gift bags were terrible. Part of this was also Tana's decision making, and I know she's young or whatever, and some people use that as an excuse, but for me, it's not really an excuse. And I realize that a lot of these issues are of different magnitudes, like obviously filming a dead body is extremely different to failing to make a convention great, but these are all things that I view as issues. So after TanaCon happens, in September of 2018, Tana posts on Instagram alleging, or implying rather, that her and Mac Miller had some kind of super tight relationship, and she posted screenshots that really did imply that there was some kind of emotion there that was more than platonic, maybe an emotion that you could classify as some type of romantic. Now, this wasn't egregious, but at the same time, I do think that it's in poor taste to post screenshots like that when you've been known to really try and get attention. And I'm not saying she was trying to get attention in this particular case, but we also can't deny that she does adore the attention. So by posting that this talented and famous musician thought that she was all that is a little bit suspicious to most people who are critical. Next, in October of 2018, she came out with her infamous Ho-Ho Siwa costume based on Jojo Cu, the 15-year-old YouTuber who is kind of known for being extremely infantile. Now, she came out and said that Jojo told her to do it, and Shane Dawson retweeted it, and he was saying how, like, he's friends with both of them, so he thinks it's funny, and that's all good and great or whatever. I don't agree with it, but people can do what they want. But at the same time, just because a 15-year-old tells you, hey, like, go ahead and fucking sexualize me, it doesn't mean that you should do it. It's just not a very logical kind of approach to take, rather than kind of backtracking and trying to blame someone else other than herself, as if she didn't choose to just wear a bra and a tutu and, like, underwear as a costume of a 15-year-old. If that's not strange to you, that's fine. It's a little bit strange to me. Then, in November of 2018, this very month, she promoted EduBirdie. Now, I've been told that she's promoted it before, and that's entirely possible. I never came across it. It doesn't really matter if it came up before. But look, I'm a teaching associate at a university here in the United States. I am teaching students entirely by myself, and I am deciding their grades entirely by myself. We have discussions with other teachers all the time about how to deal with plagiarism. And EduBirdie is a paid plagiarism website, plain and simple.
What's up, guys? You already know that I failed high school. And I loved writing, though. But if you are having trouble with writing, swipe up and check out EduBirdie. You can choose from hundreds of professional skilled writers to work on an already existing paper or edit a new one. Swipe up!
Now, I happen to go on EduBirdie, and you know when you go on a website and like the little chat box opens automatically and they're like, hey, how can we help you or whatever. So I asked, is this plagiarism? And here you'll see the conversation I had with them. And it's interesting because they compared themselves to librarians who just help you. And I was like, first of all, librarians, if anything, help you with research. They don't write your entire paper for $18 a page, okay? Second of all, and this is what my friend pointed out, which is entirely true, we've both volunteered at the Writing Center. At the Writing Center, which is inside the library, even then, as writing tutors, we don't write your paper for you. We help you develop things and fix issues, but we don't say, hey, write this, this, and this, because you need to produce your own work, which you'd think is a very clear concept, but apparently it's unpopular. Now, let's just look over the definition of plagiarism, because I really think that EduBirdie doesn't understand what plagiarism really is based on the responses they've given me. Finally, I wanted to quickly discuss Shane Dawson's role in all of this. Now, if you've been watching my channel, you know that I am a fan of Shane Dawson, sure, but I also have said that nobody is above critique, which I strongly believe, and I've critiqued Shane Dawson before, and I'm going to critique him now again, so hold on to your hats, anyone who might get offended. Shane Dawson retweeted the Ho-Ho Siwa, like I said before, and he said it was funny or whatever, and he's entitled to think that, that's fine. The thing that I have a problem with is that in the past, Tana has referred to Shane Dawson as a father figure for her. And this is the thing, if you're friends with someone, it's just part of your role as a friend to tell them, hey, you're fucking up and this is why you're fucking up and this is why you need to stop. So you don't have to, but I think it's a really significant role in a friendship to be able to tell the person, hey, like this is not okay because X, Y, and Z. And I kind of wish he'd done that with her, because I do feel like he cares for her and she cares for him clearly, but I think that if she'd listened to anyone on the planet, it would probably be him. I don't think she knows many people who are older and more mature than her, and Shane is older and more mature than her, so I think she would listen to him if he said, hey, this is fucked up. Now, I don't think that a 20-year-old should have to be explained why plagiarism is wrong, but then again, it seems like there are not too many brain cells operating in the head of Tana. So I don't really know if she's playing stupid, if she's really stupid. I have no idea. Bottom line is that she's a 20-year-old adult, and she has to be held accountable for what she's done. I'm not saying she's the worst person in the universe, but at 20, I did not pull shit like this, and I wasn't like, ha ha ha, I didn't graduate high school, so here's a thing to fucking plagiarize, ha ha ha. No. Like, that is completely unacceptable, and I just cannot understand why she would promote that to her fans, who are usually extremely young and extremely gullible and just younger than her. And this is not me patronizing them. This is a thing that comes with age. Like, me 5 years ago was extremely naive compared to me now, and I'm fine with that, and everyone's like that. So it's not me even talking down on them, it's just a fact of life that as you grow up, you figure things out. Anyways, guys, that was just my take on all of this. Like I said, there are plenty of other things that she's done, but if I had to make a video with everything, we would be here until the end of the century. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.